There is 7 types of plastic. Okay? When you look under a plastic container, there is a triangle with a number. Number 1 is for PET plastic. That plastic was invented, created by DuPont in 1973. They patent this plastic. They start working on it in 1969. They wanted to find a plastic bottle that could resist to the gas inside the soda. And yet at that time there was no plastic existing able to withstand the gas. So they worked hard and they came out with a super plastic, PET. That plastic is so good that it could last more than 800 years. Okay? Now we call it garbage, but it should not be called garbage because it's so good. There is no construction material so good available now that could last 800 years. So let's be smart. Let's use them for what they are. Now, in 1978, in 73, DuPont patent. In 78, Coca-Cola and Pepsi start with the 2-liter bottle with PET. Okay? 40 years later, well, I know, let me correct that. 10 years later, no one would believe that one day you would buy water and bottle. No one. If you talk about that in 1978, they would think you're a crazy person. They put you away. Okay? But in 1988, it did start. And it's the biggest business because look around me, you will see almost only plastic bottle for water, much more than the soda. Okay? Now, I think that the bottle was intended to retain the soda inside, to retain the gas inside the soda. But in 10 years later, it should not have been used for water because we didn't need a bottle that is that good. But unfortunately, it was used. So, what do we do with this? Now we have, back in 1978, we have 4.3 billion human on planet Earth. Now, 40 years later, we are 7.5 billion people. 2050, it's predicted to be 10 billion people. Planet Earth have 26% of land, 74% of water. Now with the global warming, the seas are rising, so we are losing land. So we are increasing in population, and we are losing land. What will happen? What will happen is that there will be too much people on so little land. Will it be able to do agriculture? How are we going to survive? I believe we're going to have a problem. Now, what are we going to eat is the question. And for sure, we're going to need the ocean. We're going to need the fish because it's the only thing we can eat. But we are killing the fish by having plastic in the ocean. How does plastic go to ocean? 2 ways, I think. 1, people don't know that, okay? The only thing you can do with PET plastic is polyester. You could recycle it into polyester. Every time they recycle it into polyester fiber and make clothes, those clothes need to be washed. They go in the washing machine. Every time you wash polyester clothes, you know how many thousands of fiber go into your rinse water? And where do you think that fibers goes? They go right in the ocean. Okay? So microplastic is not only the plastic that is thrown in the ocean, it's a lot from washing machine around the entire planet. As a matter of fact, they sell some bags on internet. You could look where you could, it's 50 micron, and you could put your polyester clothes inside. And once you finish to wash, you take out your clothes and you could see how many fiber got trapped inside. and all these fibers are normally going to the ocean. Okay. Now, what can we do with such a good product? Okay. So I have three solutions for the future, three visions that I think that could help humanity. Number one, you need to remember that because I'm going to ask you the question. You pass the test after. Number one, when I was a kid, I was a smoker. I was 16, 17 years old, I was smoking. Why was I smoking? I was smoking because my father was smoking, my grandfather was smoking, my uncles were smoking. I didn't know what I was doing when I was smoking.